you all met my brother Ronald. He's quite the character. As he said, my name is Ricky, and this is my kitchen. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the relative aging process of rocks. I've been known to do a little rock in my day, so I thought I'm going to cook some cakes, and I'm going to rock and roll!
Ricky, yeah! Ricky!
So a lot of people say that when I bake my cakes, it's a lot like the chronological ordering of rocks and the aging process. We're going to talk about a few principles today of the aging process of rocks, starting with the principle of original horizontality. So here today, I'm going to make a cone cake. And I'm going to put my first layer of cake into the bowl. Hence, layer number 1 of sedimentary rock. The layers and the beds of sedimentary rock are horizontal. They cool, they lithify, and then they cool. Notice how there's 2 layers here. This is my second layer of sedimentary rock.
Ricky, that's some good-looking cake!
It's rock!
Rock cake!
Watch out, everybody, watch out! Here comes the lava. The lava's coming, people. The principle of original horizontality also works for the igneous rocks.
We love the hot lava, Ricky!
Igneous rocks are formed from lava flows, liquid lava flows. So the lava was originally very stiff, but it cooled.
She said stiff!
Notice how flat these surfaces are. Here comes the last layer of cake and the last layer of sediment, which is lithified but will cool. Please note that the cake underneath has already cooled, and this would be the last layer of cake. So now we're going to put this in the oven, and we're going to work on our next principle. That was really fast. The principle of superposition. So as we see here in my cakes, in the sequence of rock layers, each layer must be younger than the one that's below it. So this green layer here, this would be the oldest layer, followed by this beautiful pink layer, and this layer of igneous rock, followed by the final layer, which would be the youngest of all the rocks here. So we see wherever that there is reasonably underdeformed rocks, we can tell that this is a principle of superposition in the horizontal layering. And then we can figure out which one came first, which one came second, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, Ricky, teach us a count! Woo!
1, 2, 3. Rocket! I hope you all are enjoying rocking in the kitchen with Ricky. I'm going to take a caller. Let's take a caller and see if there's anybody out there that has any questions. Caller?
Hi, Ricky. My name's Ethel, and I'm from the show. And me and my brothers and sisters all sitting around, and we were wondering, what came first, rocks or water?
That's a great question. Ethel, is it?
It is.
That's a great question. Rocks or water? What do you think?
Well, I was thinking...
Wow, that was intense. Did y'all feel that? I wonder what that did to our rock cake. Wow, look at what it did to our rock cake. That's okay. We can still tell that if we see those layers, we know that disposition of the layers occurred first, and then the tilting occurred later by tectonic movement, such as our earthquake. Can you hear me sucking? I know just what I can do to fix this cake. Let's add some icing. This is the principle of cost-cutting relationships. This icing represents an igneous intrusion, and it cuts across the layers of the sedimentary rock. Having seen this, we can now conclude that this is younger than our rock formation. Now that the magma cooled and solidified to form this wonderful granite rock formation, we can now see the principle of inclusion, the layers of sediment that are inside the igneous rock layers.
These are older than the actual igneous rock.
because they were formed before the intrusion occurred.
That's some good looking rock, Ricky.
No cake or rock formation is complete without erosion. I'm going to represent the wind, and my trusty camera guy Bud is going to be the rain. Let's watch erosion happen. Welcome back. Now that we've seen an earthquake happen, we've seen an intrusion happen, and we've seen lots of erosion, we're now going to look at what happens next in a rock formation by showing you exactly what to do with this cake. Unfortunately, I'm out of cake batter. We ran out, and the local farm doesn't have any.
You use this.
Thanks, bud. This is going to be delicious. So going back to the original horizontality and the principle of superposition, we can see now once the erosion has taken place and has made it unconformity, we'll now see that the layering happens again in a horizontal process. Just layering this here. It's supposed to harden, and
The cake's not ready.
it's not hardening.
It's not ready.
What do you mean it's not ready? It's got to be horizontal.
Use something else.
It's not really working. There. It's horizontal again. Now I'd like to show you the final product of our rock/cake creation. Here it is, and I just want to say, doesn't that look rockalicious, folks?
You're an idiot.
This rock cake. So let's just go through a summary of what our rock and what is happening here and what has happened. So initially in the stages here, we had horizontal layering, which would have came first. Let's not forget superposition, where it tells us that the first layer of rock would be the older layer. Then we have the tilting that occurred because of our tectonic movement. That was our earthquake. Then over here we have solidified intrusion, which also carries sedimentary rock that is a little bit older than the actual intrusion. Then we had wonderful erosion happening here, which ultimately created an unconformity, and that was from our wonderful weathering. And then we have a final, back to our principle of original horizontality and our principle of superpositioning, meaning once again that the bottom is always older than the layer above it. So that is our cake, folks. I hope you enjoyed this segment of our show. So we had a few callers just call in and ask me to take a piece of this scrumptious cake, and I think I just might do so, with the help of my trusty friend Justin Bieber. This looks delicious, folks. It's a good rock. It's delicious. Can cut. That's delicious. Until next time, folks, keep fit and have fun.